Brian Mbeumo is ripe, but what next for Manchester United as they continue their busy early summer transfer business? Welcome to the United Sport. My name is Webb. As we get into this new week that is expected to be so quick, I'm here to give you a sneak peek into what you should expect, including the goalkeeping situation, which will be top on the agenda in the coming days. Like, share, subscribe, as I do hope as well that you rush, and come on, book your time, book your 1 hour to learn the internet where you spend a lot of your time. Look, check your phone every week. Today is a Sunday. Look at your phone and see how many hours you've burnt on different internet platforms and tell me how many they are. If you're honest with yourself, you will think about what I'm saying and understand that, guys, you cannot just be wasting so much time in a place where you don't earn, yet there are people who are earning from there, and you too can earn in legal ways, practical ways, not gambling. No, legal ways you can earn money online are what I teach you. Come and learn on the number down there on your screen. Now let's get into the talk now. Of course, Brian Mbeumo talks are still going on. I told you, I'm just waiting for the confirmation. That's the only one bit. The final details, they are putting together the structure of the deal and what have you, because certainly Brentford have no option but to admit that they are not just losing their coach Thomas Frank to Tottenham, they are losing arguably their best player to Manchester United. But after Brian Mbeumo, what is Manchester United planning? That should be the question. So it is clear now that the goalkeeping issue is going to get all the attention it should be getting, because apparently what is going on now, Andre Onana and his team and Man United as well are trying to work around the corner to get a team that can pay an amount of money that could keep Manchester United in the good books when it comes to the PSR, so that they are able to finance the move for Emiliano Martinez. So what they have been doing now is trying to see where they are going to get those resources to be able to bid for Emiliano Martinez. Now, according to what we pick, Martinez is also waiting for Manchester United. Martinez, just like Victor Gyökeres, is also hoping that Manchester United can come for him. That's why, even if several clubs are interested in goalkeepers around Europe, not except Atletico Madrid, who have spoken to him as well, not so many clubs, and Atletico is more of a backup in case for any reason Man United doesn't manage to pull off the deal. He has a backup plan, because already with Aston Villa, I think he already said his goodbyes to the fans. So it's quite unlikely that he will stay beyond this season. So what's happening is that he's also waiting on Manchester United. And I'm hearing people complain about Man United going for a 32-year-old goalkeeper. And I'm thinking you probably don't know a lot about football if you say that. Because if you've watched football for long enough, you first of all know that 32 is the prime age probably of a goalkeeper, 30 plus. But also, if you go back specifically to Man United and you think about the history of our dealings in terms of goalkeepers, Manchester United signed Edwin van der Sar from Fulham in 2005 for £2 million. That was a lot of money by then. But he was 34 at the time. He was not even coming from a club or a country that had won the World Cup. He was not from the Champions League in the previous season. But they signed him for that amount of money. He spent 6 years at Manchester United. 6 years. Winning titles that you probably don't remember, but they included the Champions League with Man United. So what am I saying? For a 32-year-old goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, a World Cup winner from Aston Villa, who has been balling at the Champions League, certainly, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Get him if you can afford him, if he's available, and that's what it looks like now. So Manchester United are clearly not only in pole position for Victor Gyökeres, they are in pole position for Emi Martinez. So that's exactly what is going on. So, guys, if you've been worried about what's going to happen with the goalkeepers and stuff, if you thought Andre Onana is safe and stuff, well, maybe can only be safe if he prays a lot that Manchester United fails to find a club that would give them the money that keeps them on the positive side of the financial fair play man. But aside from that, there is no other way Andre Onana is going to overstay or rather stay beyond this summer at Manchester United. So that's exactly what's happening. Well, what do you feel about it? So Emi Martinez is the guy. I love everything about Emi Martinez. And I was seeing people trying to drop funny opinions about him and how he's not the profile of a goalkeeper for Man United, and I'm thinking, you probably don't really get him proper, because he saves. He's a proper goalkeeper. He's an orthodox goalkeeper, not these ball playing modern so-called goalkeepers they talk about lately. No, we are talking of a goalkeeper who will save balls, who will stop the ball from crossing the line. That's the kind of goalkeeper Manchester United need in this Ruben Amorim system. Not a ball playing goalkeeper and what have you. No. If it's a goal playing goalkeeper, that's for maybe teams like Arsenal, maybe Ten Hag and his Bayer Leverkusen can go for Onana for his passing and what. You just need a goalkeeper who's going to save you more times than not, because they are going to come at you like a body rush in this Amorim system. The opposition is always going to find inroads and get to the goalkeeper. You just need one who is going to save you more times, and then make sure your attack is as effective as possible. Whenever you go into an attack, every 3 times, come back with a goal. And that's what Amorim is doing. So, guys, don't even be confused or, overthink it. Emi Martinez is just in the perfect age. 32 for me is the prime of a goalkeeper. Perfect age for a goalkeeper. Perfect profile of a goalkeeper. Perfect personality. Perfect timing. Everything around Martinez and Man United feels for me like a match made in heaven. A match made in heaven. Everything just falls in place. Like the biblical, saying that everything works out for those who are in Christ. Everything is working out for Man United. For the Red Devils, for they are in Christ, indeed. Yeah, isn't it? So that's where we are, guys. So expect in the coming week, of course, Mbeumo, that should be the first confirmation you get. I expect something on, of course, Cunha will be arriving. Certainly, I do hope we are going to be seeing him in a Man United jersey, official photos taken and stuff. Expect progress on Gyökeres, on the striker, and the goalkeeper. But tonight, I want you to do one thing, guys. Tonight is the UEFA Nations League final. And many of you might go there just to look at your legend, Cristiano. But no. Yes, it's okay. You can look at Cristiano. But I want you more than anything to focus on two guys, Vitinha and Bruno. Look at how they play together. But more focus should be on what Vitinha adds to that midfield. What is special about Vitinha? Why do I keep mentioning the name Vitinha when I talk of the number 6 that Bruno needs in this system? That if it's not Vitinha, it should be a Vitinha style number 6. Watch that game and see what Vitinha does. And the beauty is he's going to be tested by the best, because this boy, Lamine Yamal, just loves those number 6s. He just loves that area, that hole for the number 6, where the number 6 operates. He can just do anything and everything. If you're not steady, he will expose you. So Vitinha has got to show us what he's made of tonight. I'm hoping it is exactly what I expect it to be, because the two, Vitinha, a Vitinha style 6 and Bruno, is exactly what we are hoping to see with Man United next season, and it will give us a proper idea of how it will pan out for us when we get the right one in that position. That's it, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And come running. Rush, guys. It's a Sunday, but even on Sunday, people are learning. Today, there is a whole cast of people set up to learn. Until I started early in the morning, I was teaching someone at 4 a.m. Guys, people are trying to understand now this business of the internet, and everyone has their eyes opened. Every person I've taught is saying, what? So we don't see the money. All along we don't see, because you don't see it, guys. It's not rocket science. That's why I need you for only 1 hour to understand how the internet pays, and also you see what you two can do to earn from it. Send your children, your son, your daughter, everyone who has access to the internet, who has a phone, a gadget where they access the internet, a tab, whatever things you talk about, you buy your kids. Do you know how they use them? Isn't it the best? Wouldn't it be the best for you and them to learn how to use that time on the internet to bring in money? Isn't it a better way to use the internet, which people are abusing lately? Obscenity. Because people are on this internet, they don't know what to do there. But if you learn how you can earn from there, I think that will be the best way to use it. So I'm waiting for you, fam. Anytime, every time, I'm here for you. Peace, love, and harmony. Cheers.